The secret of the sunken temple. In a jungle so old it seemed to breathe, lived two sisters named Sasha and Leela. Their world was a tapestry of vibrant green, filled with chattering monkeys and butterflies as big as their hands. But the greatest mystery in their jungle was the Lake of 1,000 Reflections, a vast, still body of water that, according to legend, hid an ancient secret beneath its surface. Sasha, the older sister, was a fact finder. She loved maps, puzzles, and the stories the elders told. Lila, the younger, was a feeler. She could sense the mood of the jungle, knowing when a storm was coming not from the clouds, but from the ants marching in a line. The legend spoke of a magnificent temple of the moon, built by a forgotten people who lived in harmony with the jungle's magic. It was said that during a great earthquake, the temple sank into the lake, taking its secrets with it. But once every 100 years, on the night of the twin moons, the water would become as clear as air, revealing the temple's glimmering rooftops. "That night is tonight," Sasha exclaimed, bursting into their treehouse with an old frayed scroll. "The twin moons! We have to see it!" As the sun set and the two moons rose, one large and silver, one smaller and bluish, the sisters paddled their little canoe to the center of the lake. The water, usually dark and mysterious, began to shimmer. Then something miraculous happened. The water didn't just clear, it seemed to vanish. It was like looking through polished glass. And there it was, the sunken temple. Its white marble towers, covered in gentle vines, glowed in the moonlight. A beautiful, intricate dome stood perfectly preserved at its heart. "It's real," Lila whispered, her voice full of awe. But then she frowned. "Sasha, it feels sad. The temple isn't just hidden, it's lonely." Sasha, who had expected to find treasure or ancient writings, was surprised. "How can a building be lonely?" "Just listen," Lila said, closing her eyes. Sasha listened not with her ears, but with her heart. And she felt it too, a gentle, mournful hum that seemed to rise from the temple itself. "The secret isn't at times what asterisk," Lila realized, her eyes snapping open. "It's a times who asterisk, or a what that needs help." Driven by this new understanding, the sisters knew they had to get closer. They took a deep breath and slipped over the side of the canoe. The magic of the twin moons allowed them to sink through the water as if it were cool, weightless air. They landed softly on the temple's main courtyard. They followed the sad, humming sound through silent archways until they reached the great dome. In the center of the floor was a magnificent mosaic of the jungle, with all its animals. But in the very middle, where the heart of the jungle would be, was a large, dull, and cracked stone. The humming was coming from the stone. "It's the Heartstone," Sasha said, remembering a line from the elders' stories. "It held the jungle's magic together, but it's broken." Lila knelt down and placed her hand on the cracked stone. A vision filled her mind. The earthquake, the temple sinking, and the Heartstone cracking as it fell, its magic seeping away into the water. The temple wasn't sad for itself. It was sad for the jungle it could no longer protect. "We have to fix it," Sasha said, her practical mind racing. "But how? We can't glue a magical stone." Lila looked at the mosaic surrounding it. "Maybe we don't fix the stone itself. Maybe we help it remember what it's protecting." The sisters looked at each other and knew what to do. They had to bring the jungle back to the Heartstone. Sasha began to describe the jungle in vivid detail, speaking its story aloud. "The kapok tree that touches the sky," she declared, and a tiny glowing leaf appeared on the mosaic. "The waterfall that sings the loudest song." A shimmering blue line traced the mosaic river. Lila closed her eyes and poured her feelings into the stone. She thought of the joy of swinging on vines, the sweetness of sun-warmed berries, the trust in a monkey's eyes, and the love she had for her sister. She filled the cold, sunken space with the warm, living emotions of the world above. As they worked together, Sasha with her words, Lila with her feelings, the mosaic around the Heartstone began to glow. The glowing leaves spread, the rivers shone brighter, and the stone animals seemed to stir. The love for the jungle was flowing back into the stone. A soft, warm light pulsed from the sisters' hands into the crack. With a gentle sound like a sigh of relief, the crack sealed itself, vanishing without a trace. The Heartstone began to beat with a soft, rhythmic light, like a sleeping giant's heart waking up. The sad humming stopped, replaced by a joyful, musical chime that echoed through the temple. The sisters felt a wave of pure, vibrant magic wash over them. When they swam back to their canoe and looked down, the temple was still visible, but it no longer felt lonely. It glowed with a soft internal light, a beacon of restored magic. As they paddled home, the jungle around the lake seemed to bloom brighter and sing louder. The sisters knew they had discovered the real secret. The temple wasn't a treasure to be found, but a heart to be healed. And the greatest magic of all was the love for their home, a magic that two sisters together could unlock.